There are a few things I would like you to know so that our next virtual music history day goes smoothly. Try practicing these things at home on a computer, iPad, or smartphone so that you will be comfortable with them before the meeting starts. At the beginning of the meeting, I will do a quick check to see if everyone understands how to mute themselves and how to chat during the meeting. The third item, screen splitting, is completely optional and cannot be done on a phone unless the phone already has a specific app to help with screen splitting. In order to practice this at home, you will need to start your own Google Meet meeting. You will not need to start your own meeting for our Music History Day, as I will begin that meeting and send the link to you. To start your own Google Meet meeting, go to your Google account, click on this group of dots in the upper right-hand corner, and find the Google Meet icon. Click the icon, New Meeting, and Start an Instant Meeting. You will not be inviting anyone to your meeting, so you can just X out of this right here. In order to start your own Google Meet meeting on your iPhone, go to your browser and go to google.com. In the upper right-hand corner, next to the icon that shows the letter of the name whose account this is, there are 9 dots all in a square. Touch those 9 dots and look for the Google Meet icon. Touch that icon. New meeting. Start an instant meeting. Virtual meeting etiquette requires that all attendees mute themselves while they're in the meeting until it's time for them to speak. This prevents other people from being distracted by the noise at your home. In order to mute yourself, look for the microphone button at the bottom of your screen. Click on it. When it turns red, that indicates that you have been muted. In order to unmute yourself, merely click on it again, and that turns your microphone back on. In order to mute yourself on your iPhone, look for the microphone icon at the bottom of your screen. Touch that icon, and it lights up white with a line through it. That means you are muted. To unmute yourself, merely touch that icon again. Let's see now how to locate and use the chat box. Look in the upper right corner of your screen for this speech bubble. Notice when you hover over it, it says Chat with Everyone. Click on this button, and that opens up your chat box. Down here, you will see a place you can send a message to everyone. All you need to do is click there and type your message. Click on this arrow, and it sends the message to the whole group. To find the chat box on your iPhone, look for the 3 dots on top of each other at the bottom of your screen. Touch those 3 dots. In-call messages is what you are looking for. Touch that, where you can type in a message to go to everyone in the group. Click the arrow to send it. To get out of this screen, merely touch the X in the upper left-hand corner, and it takes you back to the group. You are free to use the chat box with any questions you have at any time during our Music History Day. During our listening exercises, we will be using the chat box as we listen to different elements of the music and communicate about what we hear and what we see there. Finally, I will show you how to create a split screen. This is completely optional, but you may want to use it if you're on either a computer or an iPad while we play our Quizlet game in the middle of our Music History Day, when we will be testing our knowledge of the vocabulary that has been gone over. In order to create the split screen, the first thing we want to do is to click on this Restore Down button in the upper right-hand corner. When you do this, you can grab this window right here with your mouse and drag it anywhere around on the screen that you would like for it to be. Also, if you don't like the size that it is, you can change the size by finding that little arrow there and then click and drag to make it bigger or to make it smaller. You want it to cover about half your screen. This plus sign right up here will open a new window. Click on that, hover your mouse over that again, click and hold, and drag that window to the other side of the screen. And there you have a split screen in which you'll be able to play your Quizlet game over here and still see everybody from the Google Meet meeting. Once again, if you're doing this on a phone, it's not very easy unless you have a special app. It is absolutely acceptable not to split your screen and just to play the Quizlet game with that being on your full screen. Remember, I will check to make sure that everyone can mute themselves and operate the chat box before we start our Music History Day. Looking forward to it. See you then.